It's Ideasphere with journalist Erin Aubrey Kaplan. I Heart Obama. In his nearly 2 terms as president, Barack Obama has solidified his status as something black people haven't had for 50 years, a folk hero. In her book, I Heart Obama, journalist Erin Aubrey Kaplan offers an unapologetic appreciation of our highest-ranking first and what he means to black Americans. Her book is a personal and cultural exploration of Barack Obama as black president, black icon, and black folk hero. In the process, she explores the critiques of those in the black community who charge that he has not done enough, not been present enough, nor black enough to motivate real change in America. The title, I Heart Obama, is going to be off-putting for some because they're thinking maybe this is a book just lavishing praise.
What I really mean by I Heart Obama, I basically mean for the first time in my life, and I'm the same age as Obama, still feel a real connection to the president. I mean, he is black American. He's like myself in a way I could never claim any politician or any president was. That has been exciting. It's been nerve-wracking on other levels, but it's been just very unprecedented. And the feeling that I have just watching him in office and truly seeing a reflection of me and the community that I grew up in, and the reflection, not just wonderful, positive aspects, but all the less positive aspects, all the sort of flaws, if you will. He's sort of a mirror, kind of a Rorschach. But I do feel the strong connection, for better or worse. Sounds kind of like a marriage, right? That's why I titled the book I Heart Obama. I start with how I actually, quote-unquote, fell in love with him, but then the love relationship gets pretty rocky. So it's sort of my journey into my feelings about Obama and also how other black folks feel about him as well, because I don't think anyone's ever really stopped to think about that. We've been so on this political ride for 8 years. It's been such a bumpy ride that I really wanted to stop and think about the more subtle aspects of Obama and my relationship to him.
Your first chapter opens with you talking about him being a folk hero, and you put it into a perspective that many people have probably not heard before.
Yeah, it really just kind of came to me when I really thought about his time in office. I call him a folk hero because he is, of course, this first black president. He's this extraordinary symbol. He's a black first, this amazing black first and whole pantheon of first, kind of like Jackie Robinson and a lot of other people. But I also see him as a common man. In other words, he's just another sort of middle-class black American person like myself who became president, and his flaws and his sort of inconsistencies and his blind spots and his triumphs and his visions, it really in some ways reflects all of us on the ground, all of us black people who have been sort of struggling along for so long, and those of us who've been around a long time waiting for justice to finally arrive. And Obama, I think, reflects and kind of brings together all these different threads of our history and our personal history and our political history. And so I really see him as a man who became president and then has to carry along all these hopes and aspirations of all Americans, but specifically of black Americans. I knew from the beginning, and I say this in the book, I kind of sensed from the beginning, he was not going to succeed. He was not going to be the revolution. He was not going to, it was sort of impossible. But the point was, he was going to try, and that made him, in my mind, a folk hero. I compare him to John Henry. He was going to go against the machine, right? He was going to try to do the impossible. He probably was not going to win, but we were going to love him for it anyway. We were going to root for him, taking on this Herculean task of changing America.
I've been talking with Erin Aubrey Kaplan, I Heart Obama. Check out her website at erinaubreyKaplan.net.